Okay, so I'm over here rewatching In the Heights, which you can hear behind me. And I gotta say, I don't know how. I mean, I haven't been paying attention to the Oscar race as I would normally do. But, I paused it. In any given year, I would think this should be an Oscar movie. Um, from what I can tell, I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda's got a lot going on. I know he did the movie Tick Tick Boom. Haven't seen it. I can't speak on that movie. I know that the way Oscars work and how studios they pick and choose what they're gonna push, and if an actor or director or something has more than one movie, they choose which one they're gonna push. But this movie to me is just in any year it should be nominated. I think they have 10 definitely this year. 10 nominees. I don't see why it should be in there. So I know West Side Story is around. Here's what I think is going to happen, and this is what's sad. I love the original West Side Story, right? I haven't been able to see all the movies this year, or any movies this year, hardly. I think I've seen 10 movies that count for this past year. There's a lot of great performances and stuff like that here and there that I've seen. Um, but I can tell that I knew from the trailer that I wasn't really interested in West Side Story. I didn't see a need for it to be redone. I didn't like the way it looked. The trailer itself, like the look of it. I didn't like the color palette. It seems like a hot mess. Like every color in the world. It doesn't seem pretty. It doesn't seem nice. Um, you're not going to improve on the original, so I don't know if it gets nominated. If it wins, I won't really understand that. Um, if people want to compare this, In the Heights to West Side Story, I would just say, it is a remake. And if you're going to give it, if you're drawn to it, if you love it because of the songs, which the songs are great, the songs already existed. Um, so, you know what I mean? To compare something to, Stephen Sondheim and it's Leonard Bernstein, right? I mean, what do this is now, this isn't then. So, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I can't complain about it. I can't say anything about it, but I feel like it would have stolen the thunder of this film. And like I said, Lin-Manuel Miranda has other things going on. Um, so maybe they just decided because it didn't have a great box office or whatever. But I'm looking at these dance numbers. They're so amazing. The cast is great. They're all talented. They're all perfect. I can't. I was sitting here saying to myself, I haven't seen West Side Story, but 10 years from now, people are going to be watching the old West Side Story because it's the classic film, and people are going to be watching In the Heights because it's a great movie. It's just, I could see them just nominating the Abuela lady because they do that sort of thing in Best Supporting Actress to give an older actress an award, which is fine because she's great and I love her song, Paciencia Fe, right? I said that in my little rinky dink review, but like I said, they're all amazing. I don't know. I heard complaints before I saw it because I didn't get to see it in the theater. I didn't get to go to the theater. I went to the theater once um, in 2021 after having not gone since The Gentleman. And I saw Matrix Resurrections. I love it, but I'm strange. But that's not. Bec- I don't know what they're looking for anymore. I know I haven't seen Belfast. I see that it looks like a front runner from just seeing tweets, and I don't feel like seeing a black and white movie anyway. I wouldn't have gone. I mean, I would have gone if it was normal times. I would have gone and seen West Side Story, obviously. But I could kind of tell that I would maybe say, "Oh, these people did a good job," but again, it's something we already love being redid. I just other movies I love, they're not the kind of thing that are going to be nominated. Saint Maud, I don't know when that movie actually came out. I think it counts as this year's movie. The actress, she's got a really strange name. I didn't get to put my review reaction up. She was great in it. I thought that movie was well made. in terms of the kind of movies that are Oscar, remember that movie Ida? Kind of reminds me of Ida, which is a black and white movie. Saint Maud isn't, but um, I don't think they'd give somebody best actress is probably a big category, as it usually is. But she did great. So I can't really comment on a lot of things, but I'm just sitting here rewatching In the Heights, and I'm like, any year I can tell, had I watched 50, 70 movies, I still would have had In the Heights up high. The other ones that are my favorites, like I said, they're genre movies or stuff like that, Black Widow and stuff like that. They're not Oscar bait. I get that, but and I don't know that In the Heights was Oscar bait. It should have been. It's a really great movie, and it's exactly as a musical should be. There's not a weak moment. Like I said, those big numbers, especially the 96,000 in the pool and everything, those like Busby Berkeley old school Hollywood musical thing. If you don't know the old stuff and you think, well, La La Land's the best thing that ever existed, maybe you won't like this because you have no taste. But I just think it's amazing. I'll be sad if it doesn't get nominated. I don't think it will. But the movies I like never get nominated, right? I'm always right though. But I'm just rewatching it, and I'm saying, I mean, I don't own it. I got it out of the library 4 times because I don't have any money. But I think they all did it. I mean, to me, this is what an ensemble should do, not just in cast, just the whole company that put this movie together. It just, to me, it's firing on all cylinders, and under normal circumstances, when the world was right, maybe it would have had a shot. But I don't know. I'd really like to see it nominated. So I'm going to hope that somehow it gets nominated, which they won't do if they're going for West Side Story, because they won't put 2 musicals about Hispanic people in New York in the Oscar race, but in the big Best Picture. But they should, if West Side Story is that great. If not, then only put In the Heights. But yeah, the dance numbers are astounding, and I love dance numbers. I wanted to be a dancer. I grew up loving musicals, the old ones with Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire. I loved Guys and Dolls and West Side Story and Jesus Christ Superstar. I mean, this movie, in my opinion, goes up there with those old ones. It's my 2 cents.